Hello friends, today I want to talk to you about fear and the power of belief. Most of us have heard about the placebo effect and how it affects us. And to me it's incredible that when we believe that a sugar pill is an actual medication, we experience a reduced or complete absence of symptoms. As a mental health professional, anything that has to do with the power of belief really excites me and energizes me and gives me a lot of hope and optimism, because I say if I just educate enough people on how to think correctly, we're really halfway there, because repetitive thoughts become beliefs. And we still have the freedom to choose our thoughts, and we know that we become then what we believe. It sounds pretty simple, and it is actually. So I chose this topic today because so many mothers have so many different beliefs and are terrified for different reasons. Some feel we're doomed, and we believe that, and they believe that half of us, of the population, is going to die. And especially we're gonna die in the next few months when the kids go back to school. And then there's another bunch that feels terrified about where this is leading to, another vaccine for all the kids and for all of us. So more poison in our bodies. So some of them can't wait to get the vaccine, and some of them are terrified with the vaccine. And this is what I tell the first group. When we just sit and do nothing, we feel like victims. And that is the worst place to be. So as cold as it may sound, I may sound with them, I tell them, first of all, we're not all going to die. But in the event that half of us are going to die, I tell them that, why do we need to start worrying about it now? If I knew I was going to die in a few months, I really would start living more fully. I would be more in the now. I would enjoy my children more than ever. I would go for walks on the beach. I would listen to good books. I would listen to wonderful music. I would kind of ask myself, how do I want my husband and my daughter and my friends to remember me? Do I want them to remember me as someone who felt like a victim and was complaining and crying and being moody all the time? Or do I want them to remember me as somebody who was more optimistic, happy, trying to make a difference in the world? I want to be, would I want to be more inspired or hurry up and leave a great legacy? Those are the things that I think I would be more focused on, and which I actually think it's kind of what I'm doing with all these videos. And to see how can I contribute, what kind of shift could we make with this whole situation. What happens when we're anxious is that we go into the future and we catastrophize it, which means we think the worst, right? Like the worst things are gonna happen to us. And research tells us that over 90% of the time, when we think of this horrific story in the future, 90% of the time, that horrific story never happens. And the 10% of time or less, because it's actually less than 10%, that it does happen, people say that it wasn't as bad as they thought it would be, and they actually say that they came out of the whole situation with so much knowledge that they actually grew and expanded and just became better people. So for those people, and actually for everybody, I placed a visualization at the end of the video that I did in another of these brief videos. And I got a lot of really nice little cute notes, so I'm gonna do that visualization video again here. And for the other group that is so terrified about vaccines, when I hear them, I understand them clearly. I understand their fear. And what I do tell them is that, actually what they tell me first is that before the change in recommendations to give vaccines to infants in 1991, there was about 1 in every 10,000 children diagnosed with autism. Now the CDC tells us that we have 1 out of 32 children being diagnosed with autism. So 1 out of 32 being diagnosed now. And if it's a boy, it's 1 out of 28. That's pretty scary. So what I tell them is sitting there worrying and feeling like a victim is not going to get you anywhere. But if you go out and you get more information and you join a group of mothers that feel exactly like you come up with a plan, then you feel proactive and you feel empowered, and it is very transformative. So one of my patients asked me if I would email everyone in my mailing list this link that I actually placed on this video. I told her that no, I would not email everybody, but that I would put it on one of my videos. So I'm placing on the bottom in the description of the video the link. It's a link about a doctor. They put this link down from social media and from YouTube because it was hitting, I think, close to 1 million views, and it was a lot of controversy, so they brought it down. But what I tell people, and parents, my patients, educators, is that we really need to be very knowledgeable about the different sides of any story, right? And then use your intuition, not let the media think or decide for you. Use your intuition, your gut feeling to tell you what to do. But just doing nothing and blaming and feeling like a victim is not the answer. Sometimes we may think that our actions are not going to make a difference, but they make a huge difference within ourselves and how we feel. And the reality is that nothing is impossible. Mark Twain used to say that they didn't know it was impossible, so they did it. So before we start the visualization, let me introduce myself. My name is Beatriz Martinez-Peñalver. I'm a psychotherapist and an advocate who dreams of the day when emotional literacy will be an integral part of education. So just like we teach math and science and language arts, we would also teach children how to be happy. This would be a great way to address our current mental health crisis. After all, happiness is a skill that can be learned. Please remember to subscribe to my channel and share it with a friend who might need a mental fitness tip. If you would like a free PDF of the workbook to Triumph, email me and I'll send you a copy. Our center, Healthy Connections, is one of the Miami-Dade County Public Schools contracted mental health agencies, and we're here to help you during this crisis and always. So let's get ready for the visualization. Just get comfy and get ready. Let's get ready now. Get comfortable and relax all your body. Take a deep breath in. Hold it for a second or two and slowly release. Repeat that for a couple times, filling up your lungs and letting the air go all the way down to your belly. Imagine a bright white light coming through the crown of your head and washing out every tension, every fear, any doubt, any stressor that it's in your body accumulated now. Let it just wash out through your feet. The next inhale, fill yourself with light, and the exhale, you just release anything that does not serve you. Know that you become what you repeatedly say you are. You bring to the world what you believe, and your beliefs come from repetitive thoughts. If you repeat a lot, I am triumphant, feeling great joy in your heart, imagining how triumphant would feel like, and you give to the world a triumphant attitude, you will become triumphant. With your I ams, you design your future. Now, fill your heart with joy and say the following affirmations. I have the power to switch my thoughts to confidence anytime I choose. I am peaceful. I learn from my mistakes and failures, and I naturally overcome them.
failures make me stronger and help me grow. I forgive myself when I fail and I try again. I say yes to myself for who I am. I have infinite inner strength. I believe in myself. I am powerful, confident, and kind. I am always safe and feel at ease with myself. I practice and practice and practice affirmations, and I get happier. I connect. I imagine how I would feel if all these affirmations were true, and I get happier. My creativity flows within me and through me. I am all that and so much more. I am. I am that and so much more. I am. I am triumphant.